Hey guys, Owen Lee here. How's it going? Welcome to a brand new video. In this video, we're going to be having a quick look at some of the market news that's flowing around, and also we'll have a very a bit of a look at some technical analysis. Please give us a like if you like the video. It just helps me to know that I'm on the on the right line, and you guys are appreciating the work that goes into these videos. And please do subscribe for some more future content. That would be wonderful. Anyway, let's have a look and see what is going on. So the current market cap is at just over $205 billion, with a Bitcoin dominance of 53.81%, and Bitcoin is currently trading at a little over 6,300. So yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride of late, hasn't it? We look at the markets and think how you don't think they can go down anymore, but then they do. So it's overall the last 30 days we've had a drop by 2.85% in Bitcoin, which really over 30 days is really is nothing, is it? You look at some of the altcoins. XRP down 18.7, Ethereum 11.6, Bitcoin Cash down 20%. We're seeing it there. Look, 6, 11, 16, 15, 8%. Crikey, look, Tron's actually made a bit of a gain over the 30-day. Still down on what it has been over the last few days, or last couple of weeks, down 5% on the 7-day. So yeah, everyone's feeling it, guys. Everyone is feeling it. But the sideways movement that's been going on is just absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's jump into some news. So I found this, and this is a wonderful example of FUD. I just couldn't believe it. My jaw hit the ground. Crikey. CEO of top crypto platform says that the crypto bears could last for the bearish market could last for another 18 months. That is just punishing. Another 18 months of this. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that would jack it in. I've seen loads of tweets and things like this of people that have been getting out because of they're suffering losses, and people that got in when Bitcoin was at around the $15,000 mark, expecting it to come down and then skyrocket again. There's been a lot of that, but yeah, let's but what I do want to show you, though, it's not all doom and gloom, guys. Okay, chin up. Sometimes stories like this are a little bit tongue-in-cheek. They're sort of hyped up because, personally, I don't think we're going to see another 18 months. But then, hey, what do I know? But when you look at some of the news, so like this, Morgan Stanley reports say that crypto is now an institutional asset class. This is just fantastic news. We all know that a lot of big corporations are looking to get into crypto. There's a lot on the sidelines. We've seen Ripple have recently partnered with a company that are partnered with Swift. So there's a lot of real big institutes sitting on the sidelines waiting for regulation, news and things like this. And as I said in my previous video, I think that the markets are being held at the moment to allow for some people to be getting into the markets. We've got the FTE, whatever. We've got that coming out on the 5th of November. So the markets seem to be holding steady. We've had a sort of a little bit of a wobble over the last 24 hours, but that's quickly recovered. But you get these institutions that start to come in, and the price just can't hold. It just can't sit down this low. Anyway, so that's some good news. Then we've got the likes of this. This is one of the British national newspapers, the Express. So I saw this, which was quite interesting. So Bitcoin price, the calm before the storm. Powerful moves could be due, crypto experts say. So what this was basically saying was that we've been sideways moving for so long, and that there's just no volume in the crypto markets at the moment, which we all know. But the minute that any kind of volume comes back into this market, it is going to have an absolutely huge impact. So, I mean, when you look at how Bitcoin has been trading and the volume, there really, really is not any volume. I mean, let's have a quick look here. So, I mean, when you look at it on the whole, and you start looking at the volumes down here, I mean, crikey, look, what's that? That's, 1.4k. We had a spike there, 5k. We had this big push here when Tether had a bit of a wobble. I mean, at its peak, that was 40k. 40,000. There's just nothing. It's so flat. It is absolutely unbelievable. And as you can see, we're getting close to this point, and it's just dropping off. There's just nothing there, guys. I mean, crikey. Look at this, a MACD line. Has anybody ever seen a MACD line that damn straight? Look at it. We've got the bit of a cup coming in here. But look, that's just incredibly insane. Anyway, so the point of this is, people sort of getting all depressed and things about it, but whichever way it moves, it is going to be huge, because the minute you start to get any kind of volume, it's going to have this massive knock-on effect. If people start to buy into Bitcoin, or an institute buys into Bitcoin, just one institute, if they bought a good quantity of Bitcoin, it's going to send the market up, and then all these other people are going to go, oh, like, here comes the bull run. They're going to jump on board, and the whole thing will snowball. Okay, we saw it happen last year. We saw it happen. It went up to 20,000 a Bitcoin, and that can quite easily happen again. All it's going to take is for the slightest move to kick this thing and just send it rolling. So anyway, then some more good news I saw, which was this. Has Warren Buffett made a U-turn on crypto investments? So for years now, Warren Buffett has been talking against cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin especially, claiming that technology is nothing more than a bubble and a scam. However, recent reports indicate he may have had a change of heart. So what the report goes on to say is that old Warren Buffett's invested as much as 600 million into fintech firms or fintech firms. And obviously, this is kind of going against what he's been, he's always stood by his guns. I said that crypto markets are nothing, they're just scams. We're all aware of that. All of us guys that are in crypto are aware that he's always been very anti. And because he's such an influential person in the financial world, if he suddenly turns around and says, oh yeah, crypto's great, I love it, then lots more people will get involved in it, just on the word of this guy. He's like a celebrity in the financial world. So again, he's very influential. So, this could be really good news. It's not going to take much to get this market going. It really won't. And once it does start, it will snowball. And in whichever direction, I think that we have seen bottom, and I'll show you why in a moment. And in fact, let me show you why now. We'll talk as we look. So I think we saw bottom back here. This was the lowest point of the year, and it went down to the 57.50 at its lowest down here. That is as low as it's certainly been this year. That brings us down to somewhere around here. It's certainly the lowest it's been in the last year at this point. I might be lying. Hang on. Yeah, it's just slightly above. So we've got this point here, which was, when was that? That was June. We've had lots of dips. We had a bit of a recover, then corrections, and we have slowly been moving upwards, although very, very marginally. This here is more sideways movement. But bizarrely, every time we think that we're going to be going, we start to move sideways again. Now, I said before, with this here, I've taken this completely out of all of my technical analysis, just purely because this was caused by an issue with Tether. So, to me, that doesn't exist. So we're actually correction. This is a correction here, and we're now back where we were, a couple of weeks ago, back in this sideways movement. And it's incredible because we have got right into this pinch here. There's no more room. There is nothing left. But equally, there's no volume. you know, there really is just absolutely nothing. And I don't care how good you are, this is impossible to call. You know, this really is impossible to call. It's like trying to call the winner of a horse race when all the horses are blind, the jockeys are riding backwards, you've got a blindfold on, and you've got to shoot a flaming arrow through a ring at the, you know, at the finish line. It's just anyone's game. It really is. So the point of this video, guys, is, you know, be careful what you're reading out there, because there is a lot of FUD out there. There is a lot of stuff where, you know, people are getting really depressed. You know, there's like, oh, I'm jacking it in, I'm getting out. You know, at some point, yeah, there is a point where you do have to look at it and go, yeah, I need to get out. But I don't think that's yet. You know, I'm not a financial advisor, okay, so don't take what I'm saying as financial advice, please. You know, this is just me giving my honest opinion of what I think. I think that, you know, this is recovery, and I think that Bitcoin is going to, you know, skyrocket. I think all the altcoins are going to come up as well. All you've got to do is look at the positive news that's out there, because there is a lot of it. There has been an awful lot of it. And although it's not driving the markets, the minute the markets do pick up, we are going to start seeing some of these altcoins absolutely skyrocket, because people are going to be doing more research on them. All you've got to do is look at Google search analysis and look back when we had this massive bubble this time last year, and just look at how many people were searching for, you know, XRP, Bitcoin, Tron, EOS. You know, people were there was thousands of searches a day going on with these things. Now there's less than 100. All right, there really is less than 100 now. So of course, you know, this all drives the market. So keep your chin up, guys. All right, it's not all bad. You know, we will be seeing some kind of explosive movement in this market. We've got to. There's got to be an explosive movement, and it's got to be soon. I think that we're going to see an explosive movement happen somewhere around about here. If you want to know why, go and watch my last video that I done. I think that we are going to see either an up or a down movement from this point. I'd like to see it go up. Obviously, we know that it's a descending triangle, and the chances are that it will break bearish, because there's a 30% chance that it will go up and a 70% chance it will go down. But even so, the 70% chance of it going up has to come at some point. All right, because otherwise, no stock, no share, no crypto would ever go up. All right, so at some point, that 30% chance has got to increase, and it's got to make a movement in one direction. I think that this block on the 5th will be the decider. It has to go up or down, has to make something. I personally think that we've seen bottom. All right, I think we saw bottom back here in June. And I think we're going to be moving upwards. So again, keep your chins up, guys. All right, I know this video has been a little bit of me waffling on, but there is a lot of good news out there. All right, and as I say, just keep your chins up. Okay, we will see some movement come back. We will see volume return. You know, the bears have got to hibernate sooner or later, and the bulls can have a run. And let's keep our fingers crossed that this is going to be sooner rather than later. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and you found my opinion of use. Do please give us a like for the video, and also do subscribe. I do try to put out quite a few videos. Obviously, there's been so little happening in the markets lately that it's been a bit difficult to actually put a video out daily. So I've done, this is the first one this week, and I probably won't do another one until Monday or Tuesday, when I'm expecting this market to break. And again, guys, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Keep your chins up. Keep an eye on the markets. Because there will be stuff happening very, very soon. Thanks very much.